We'd like to officially welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and the pleasure is always mine to be back with you to let you know what's going on here in Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, other parts of the Caribbean. Things that are important to you. Of course, this is what we call news discussed, not told, so you're not getting any straight face with the business. Now, folks, let's take a look at the headlines, see what's happening there. COVID-19 vaccine will not be made mandatory in Grenada, says Grenada's Prime Minister. And the PM says that he will run in the next general election. Now, the NDC has sent out tribute to Gordon Butch Stewart. And there's been a close call for a family in St. John as Boulder damages a dwelling home. In fact, 2 houses were damaged as a result of that. We're going to share that with you. The RGPF moans the passing of one of its members. And Grenada records 1 new COVID-19 case. And a missing teen, according to police, has been found. Audio. Facebook has banned Donald Trump from posting. And it's, listen, indefinitely. So they do not know, but they're saying at least until the U.S. election presidency has finalized and the transition is made. That's what they say. So we're going to share that with you, as well as WhatsApp. They have updated their terms as it moves to monetize the app. We're going to talk to you about that and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. Folks, we got to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Real Value IG Supermarket, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Lakes Detergent, Digicel, Nawasa, and the Ministry of Health. Folks, when we come back, it's going to be real news in all your Lily Lolo. If you have not yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the business. You see, when you share the program, that's how other people get to know that we are live. You know, Facebook don't always send out that notification. And so, people will need to see you share, then they know, hey, the program is on. So go ahead and share the business. We will be back.
Hey man. Well man, that's you making us that trip. Why doing all this more?
Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, my house and my car to repair, the wife go and chill with and what you want me to do?
I'm expected to do all that with mother.
But what you want me to do?
Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away, and the interest rate low.
And listen to me, I try them orders and them people good. Who they want them on?
Well, watch. Like you have more than your ass. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you.
You know what? I'll get them a little try.
Listen. Where you going on this mud? Don't need it. Leave the mud, man. When you go down there, the rates low. Low.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, they easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? you could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
If your whites aren't looking whiter and brighter,
Just give them licks.
if your clothes isn't feeling soft and smelling fresh and scented all day,
Give them licks.
if your dishwashing liquid doesn't smell like lemon, protects your hands with vitamin E and gets rid of that stubborn grease,
Just give them licks.
just now. So that old smell, stain, grease mark and dust still on your floor,
Power. Licks for them.
if your toilet still has those stains and dirt marks,
Licks.
so the color's fading and the stains still in your clothes, huh?
Licks. Licks. Licks.
Your product's giving you licks.
Then choose Licks from Walker Enterprises. Also available at all leading supermarkets.
All right, folks, and again, we'd like to officially welcome you to tonight's program. This is Mikey Live. The National Democratic Congress joins the rest of our Caribbean family in paying tribute, they say, to the life's work of Gordon Butch Stewart. Stewart founded the ATL group of companies, which includes the world-famous Sandals and Beach Resorts. He was an extraordinary human being who excelled in the world of hospitality services, travel, and news-gathering business through sheer will, creativity, imagination, and discipline. Now, when you reflect on his contribution to our Caribbean civilization, he can be considered a legend, an iconic figure whose contribution will continue to benefit our people for decades to come. Butch was a man who was distinctive in his personal style and whose every performance was marked by excellence. Here in Grenada, the Sandals Group bought La Sauce Hotel on November 1st, 2012, and the newly refurbished facility was opened on the 1st of December 2013. The arrival of the Sandals brand on island was a major boost to the tourism industry. The resort established new and higher standards of service in Grenada and exponentially expanded the marketing of Grenada across the globe. Stewart's support for West Indies cricket was also a notable contribution of the Sandals group of Caribbean integration. Now, Caribbean integration, such was Gordon Butch Stewart's contribution to the region. Many are the accolades that are being deservedly expressed on his passing. Now, the Caribbean has lost an innovator, they say, a man who dreamt big and executed plans effectively. His success speaks for itself. Now, the National Democratic Congress wanted to pay this tribute to him and say that may his soul rest in peace, and may his legacies of bringing talented visionaries together for positive, result-oriented corporate developments across multiple disciplines live on. And so that's a notice that came out from the National Democratic Congress on the death of the founder and owner of the Sandals. Now, earlier, today was no ordinary day for two families in St. John. Just around 3 o'clock today, the call came in, boy, that a boulder, a big stone, as we would call it in colloquial terms, bulldozed its way through one wooden structure and then caused severe damage to that structure, went on to another house where it came to a stop. Luckily, the family was not at home. So, in other words, no one was hurt as a result of this. Now, there was one bystander who said, listen, children are usually in that area. And so because there was not school and stuff like that, there was no school and stuff like that, the stone didn't hit anyone. There's a very... So this stone just... Listen, well, you know what? I don't have to explain it for you. Listen to this.
Just landed, literally just landed. Just landed from atop the hill. Wow. So there are nobody in there? No one is in the house. One person that live there? Wow. What a tragedy. Just, you bitch.
So folks, that's it right there. You know, and you can hear how descriptive the young man was. He just landed, you know, of course, when these things happen, you know. But luckily, again, the family was not at home. Now, the occupant of this house says that, you know what, she's thankful for life and she has family members who she can count on for a night's rest. Her and her kids were not home at the time, and so they're happy and thankful to God for life. But no, people, you could imagine the story we would be telling, the story we would be telling folks if these people were at home. You understand? No. Look at the size of that thing. You understand? Just look at it. At least, yeah, the people are thankful to God for sparing their life. Oh, yeah. The day didn't start out too good for members of the Royal Grenada Police Force. When news started circulating that one of their own passed away, the Commissioner of Police, the rank and file of the Royal Grenada Police Force, say that they are mourning the loss of Police Constable number 487, Neil Julian, who died on Wednesday, 6th January 2021. They say that they wanted to extend their deepest sympathies to his family, relatives, and friends, and say that they hope his soul will rest in peace. Now, as a result of his passing, the police flag at all police stations will be flown at half-mast until his burial. So that is why when you go around, you would realize that the flags are not flown fully, but they're flying at half-mast. You know, the tribute started to pour on social media. But what? Once you woke up this morning and you turn on your Facebook, everybody, you know, was sharing some sort of sentiment about this police officer who died. We are moving on, folks. How are we looking for time? Now, while we're on that, let's talk about a young lady who has gone missing. Now, we've been asking you for assistance in locating this young lady here, all right, Shania McIntosh. Now, we have been informed by the Royal Grenada Police Force that she has been found. In fact, she was found on Wednesday, January 6, 2021, and has reunited with her family. She's actually from Koshu in St. Andrew. So, of course, the media and the general public, the police would like to say thank you to you for your assistance. We are moving on. Folks, there's been a lot of talk about COVID-19 vaccine and it being mandatory in Grenada. In fact, in a recent media appearance, the Minister for Health, when speaking about this, says that they have a right to implement whatever laws that you should. I mean, I'm just paraphrasing, you know, because one person don't have the right to put another person's life at risk. Now, in speaking on the same subject this morning at a special interview with the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister said that the COVID-19 vaccine will not be made mandatory. He says that he will not be forcing anyone to take anything and will not be implementing any law in that regard.
We're looking at several sources to get vaccine. Power is helping, but we're not going to depend on them. The sub-regional organization, OECS, is also into this. CARICOM is also taking initiative, but we're working with our friends, private sector friends, the individuals who are living here who have connections and resources and have offered to help us and with the resources and to acquire this the vaccine that is now being produced by Oxford University. Can't remember the name of that one. They are initiative to be able to acquire some of that. The good thing with Grenada, our population is not a very big one. So the minute you get a couple 100,000 of that vaccine, we can start serious vaccination in the country. I certainly would advise, but remember, you can't force people. I'm not going to pass no law to force a man to take a vaccine that can protect himself, and so on. So I will certainly, I'll be taking mine very early, and to show, to lead by example, and I would certainly be advising all members of the cabinet and leaders of the country and leaders of the business community and so on, churches and so on, because we have to lead by example. And I believe if we can do this, and if we are able to achieve this by the third quarter of this year, to vaccinate our country, we might see a much better, brighter Christmas season than we had this year.
Thank you very much, Honorable Prime Minister. Now, on the subject of his political future, one will remember that the Prime Minister said it was his last, and he will not be offering himself up for re-election in the next elections, but he has since pedaled back on this a bit. Prime Minister says that after consultation with his members of the party and so on, he's decided to run.
I think a decision has been made. I would have preferred not to have. I think there are rationale based on my own colleagues' views and general perception, and this might be the right time after the next election to hand over the reins to someone. So it looks likely, highly likely, that I will certainly run, unless, of course, I have some health issues or physical problems And I'm sure you recognize that I don't look too badly. So maybe better than someone to see me go out and calling me old. I know I look better and able to do some things better than some of them who look much younger than I am. So.
What? Okay, we will leave that talk right there. All right. So folks, we are moving on, checking to see how we're looking for time. All right, so we're looking pretty. Earlier, Facebook has moved to put a ban on the president of the United States of America. In fact, Facebook and Instagram have decided to ban President Donald Trump's account from posting for at least the remainder of his term in office, and perhaps indefinitely, says Mark Zuckerberg in a post on Facebook today. He says, quote, "We believe the risks of allowing the president to continue to use our service during this period are simply too great," unquote. The Facebook CEO wrote in the post. It says, "Therefore, we are extending the block we placed on his Facebook and Instagram accounts indefinitely and for at least the next 2 weeks until the peaceful transition of power is completed." Janu! You understand? The decision marks a major escalation by Facebook as it and other platforms have come under intense pressure from advocacy groups and prominent figures to ban Trump following his inflammatory rhetoric encouraging insurrection. Facebook and Twitter took the extraordinary step on Wednesday of temporarily locking President Donald Trump's account on their platforms, and his supporters stormed the Capitol building to protest the election. And that was also after they did that, after they did that, well, they decided to make that move. Imagine the president says, those who break the law will pay, in reference to yesterday's incident. I kid you not. You just can't make this kind of things up, right? As we move on, U.S. Capitol Police officer has died from events stemming from Wednesday's riot at the Capitol. 3 sources has confirmed that. In fact, I think there was a 4th, all right? Confirmed that. Now, the police officer is now the 5th person to die as a result of the day's violence. So, 5 people so far have died as a result. And, let me not play that card. Let me leave that one alone. Anyway, so 5 people died. Okay, 5 people died. Moving on. There's something that we need to tell you if you have not recognized. WhatsApp has asked its some 2 billion users on Thursday to accept new terms that will allow it to share more information with its parent company Facebook and roll out advertising and e-commerce. Some of you might have already seen those messages on your phone that you have to accept. The update sparked criticisms around the world among users as they must accept the changes or see their access to the service, which also allows encrypted voice and video calls, cut off from February 8th. So in other words, if you don't accept these terms, it is very likely that as of February 8th, you will not be able to use this service any longer. So to break it up in layman terms, they are attempting to use your data from WhatsApp, share that with Facebook, and so that you will be able, or they will be able to target advertising to you through WhatsApp. So that's how the monetizing works. All right, of course, there are more details that I can speak of, but just to keep it simple. You understand? So now they can sell that to advertising agencies or companies who wishes to push products and services to Facebook or WhatsApp users. That might have been the plan all along. It might have been the plan all along, but of course, they wanted to get everybody kind of like really attached to these services before pulling that stunt. Now, the stunt is pulled. What are you going to do? You are now so dependent on the app that if you don't accept, then, or probably there's beep, by the way, there's beep. Yeah, so if WhatsApp cut in style, you can always use beep. Beep is, for those of you who are here in Grenada, is an app offered by Digicel. It's free to use, free to download, and folks, it's almost the same as WhatsApp. The services, the features are almost identical. Yeah, so maybe that's the step that you would need to take, huh? Yep. All right. So how are we looking? Okay, I see that we're running out of time. Okay, so the weather that we were expecting overnight and today was somewhat subsided, and we did not get that full strength of the trough. After it passed Barbados, it weakened a lot significantly. So we only got some intermittent showers, some scattered showers, but not too much to talk about. And so, well, for those of you who are wishing that there were no rain, probably you got what you wanted. So it was not as intense as previously stated, but of course these things happen whenever you're dealing with these systems. You know, you just have to keep updating yourself about it. And we did provide an update last night, and so this is a further update for those of you who are wondering what might have happened. We're going to take a quick break and come back in a moment. When we come back, we've got the national report. Likewise, we've got the weather.
Hey man. Well man, that's you making us that trip. Why doing all this more?
Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, my house and my car to repair, the wife go and chill with and what you want me to do?
I'm expected to do all that with more.
Well, what you want me to do?
Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away, and the interest rate low.
And listen to me, I try them orders and them people good. Who they want them on?
Well, watch. Like you have more than your ears. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you.
You know what? I'll get them a little try.
Listen. Where you going on this month? Don't need it. Leave the month, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, they easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
It's showtime at Quartz. Shop today and save up to 30% off on selected Whirlpool cooker. Plus get a chance to win amazing weekly prizes with purchases of $299 and over. So don't delay. Get what you need now and pay absolutely nothing until 2021.
Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Do you want to win loads of prizes this Christmas with BIP? Join our Spin to Win promotion to win exciting prizes daily. Here's how. Go to the Discover section of the BIP app. Search for the Spin to Win channel and click follow. Once you have followed the channel, click the Spin Now button, choose your device type, select your country, and wait for the wheel to start spinning. Be quick. When your wheel lands on the correct prize of the day, screenshot the prize and send your screenshot to the Spin to Win chat to enter the promotion. Click the Daily Updates button to get updates on the prize you are required to spin for each day, and also to know if you are the lucky winner of the day.
A Merry Christmas, spin and win with Bib.
All right, family, it is now time for the National Report.
Prime Minister Mitchell affirms the legality of Grenada buyback. We'll have the details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Thursday, January 7th, 2021, I am Sherry-Ann Noel. Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell has affirmed the correctness and legality of government's buyback of majority shares in Grenada. Posed with a question about the legality of the action during a live interview Thursday, Dr. Mitchell said government did not break any laws in concluding the buyback arrangement. The Prime Minister said this will be borne out during next Friday's sitting of Parliament, which will discuss the Grenada issue. Dr. Mitchell said government made a concerted effort to dot the I's and cross the T's. He expressed satisfaction with the handling of government's negotiations with respect to Grenada and commended government's lead negotiator, Honorable Gregory Boeing and Honorable Oliver Joseph.
We'll be having a parliamentary session next week, Tuesday, in which, of course, we will be indicating, giving the nation certain details of that particular acquisition of those shares and the basis upon which it was done. It's unfortunate that the opposition, not even attempting to ask a question of those in authority, will talk about an illegal act. Clearly he doesn't understand what an illegal act is, and we will certainly be showing him that. I hope he shows up on Tuesday and be informed accordingly as to the correctness of the and legality and the beneficial aspect of that particular acquisition, which we have indicated was certainly in the best interests of the country.
He reiterated that government was forced into the buyback position because it sought to make changes to the energy sector, which led the company to initiate force majeure proceedings against the government. Dr. Mitchell is confident that reclaiming ownership of Grenada will translate into significant benefits for electricity consumers and for stimulating greater activity in the manufacturing sector.
It is more than this. Remember, fossil fuel is not seen as something that is being promoted in the international community. All countries are signing on to ensure that we reduce the whole carbon output in their country, which fossil fuel is a major contributor of. And under the conditions that we had in this particular arrangement, the country was not able to utilize the availability of alternative energy, which of course will bring in environmentally better policies of as the country's environment is concerned.
The Prime Minister reaffirmed that government does not intend to maintain possession of the majority shares in Grenada for any long period. Moving along, the Ministry of Health announces that Grenada has recorded 1 new case of COVID-19, bringing our current total of active cases to 4. The new case is imported a 48-year-old female who arrived in Grenada from the United States and proceeded directly to quarantine, where she was later diagnosed. Of the 4 current active cases, 2 are locals who are connected to the previously diagnosed cases on island, and 2 are imported. All positive cases and their contacts are in quarantine. In the last week, health officials have been able to clear most of the previously diagnosed cases connected to the cluster. Nevertheless, aggressive testing continues on both travelers and locals who have been identified as contacts for who have reported any type of symptoms similar to those of COVID-19. Grenada's 47th independence anniversary celebrations will be observed under a different structure this year, in keeping with the current health regulations and protocols. That's according to Cultural Minister Honorable Yolande Bain-Hosford. The almost month-long celebration period runs from January 17th to February 14th under the theme, Rebuilding Together a Safer, More Resilient Nation in These Challenging Times. Minister Bain-Hosford has pledged her ministry's support to the National Celebrations Committee as it endeavors to make this year's celebration a reality in the face of COVID-19.
The Independence celebration has been our most prominent event over the years and has involved detailed planning and coordination to ensure that those activities are spectacular and impactful for all Grenadians. However, this year, as we prepare to commemorate the 47th year of independence, our approach for the celebrations will have to be different because of the COVID-19 pandemic and the protocols established. We are unable to have the splendor of these activities that we enjoy over the years, because times have changed.
Chairman of the Celebrations Committee, John Williams, says most, if not all, of the events will be held virtually. Events in Karakou from January 17th to 27th will include a church service, radio quiz, road relay, and tennis tournament. He outlined activities that will be held on the mainland.
On February the 1st to the 6th, we are looking at our parish beautification. We have not moved away from that. And what we are doing for this year, we are asking parishes and constituencies to do something in line with what we have done in previous years. On the 5th, we are looking at the interministerial competition. We're still running with that. We have identified a number of committee members who will work alongside the ministries to give them a theme, so it wouldn't be just putting up, nicing up the place as you've done in the past, but there will be a theme, there will be a meaning to whatever array of decorations and beautification that you will be doing within your ministries. National Colors Day, we need something to make us all very happy and jolly, so that is on. If nothing else is on. And I know right now, because we've been in this for almost 10 months, 11 months, we're all familiar with the protocols. But we will be inviting and encouraging and all of the schools and all of the locations and all of the organizations business houses who are involved in previous years to please dress up. We want every one of us to dress up in our colors.
The Independence Calypso competition will be held virtually on February 5th. The deadline for submission in the preliminary round is January 15th. Adrian Mark is the committee member responsible for the competition. He says 9 finalists will be announced on January 22nd to challenge the reigning monarch Sour Serpent. Calypsonians are asked to submit their songs on a CD or flash drive.
This year we will be writing on the theme. Any songs outside of the theme would not be in competition. And I get in contact with them, many of them. I also have one entry coming already. And we have some serious Calypsonian this time around. 4 times independent Calypso competition champion indicated to me that he is in competition this year, so we're looking forward to another things. And other national champion, Calypso champion will be in competition.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Protect yourself and our community from COVID-19. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol. Use a tissue when blowing your nose, sneezing, or coughing. Immediately discard the tissue properly and wash or sanitize your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Let's do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. To stay up to date, visit the Government of Grenada's webpage or the Ministry of Health's Facebook page. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's hotline by calling 53-VIRUS. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. China's new ambassador to Grenada, His Excellency Wei Hongshang, on Thursday paid a courtesy call to President of the Senate Chester Humphrey, Acting Clerk of Parliament Andrew Augustine, and other administrative parliament staff. President Humphrey welcomed and congratulated the ambassador on what is the beginning of his diplomatic undertaking in Grenada and expressed the hope that this will strengthen ties between both countries. China's profound relationship with Grenada share a wide-ranging friendship in many fields.
President of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives convey our most profuse thanks to your government and people for all of the development assistance so generously given. Your principle of peace and development shall secure for all mankind a more prosperous and equitable world, and we salute your Belt and Road Initiative as the principal instrument for realizing that objective. The amount of developmental and fraternal assistance you have given our small country, particularly at a time of need during the pandemic, has singularly distinguished your country as a profound fraternal friend.
During their meeting, His Excellency Wei Hongshan assured that he will spare no effort to strengthen their existing relationship. A ready-to-serve ambassador is elated that China continues to positively impact Grenada.
I'm sure that these projects, this cooperation has made positive contribution to the social and economic development of Grenada and its people. So, as the new ambassador to Grenada, I will spare no efforts to continue this cooperation and to advance the further development of the friendly relationship and cooperation between the two countries. As a new ambassador to Grenada, I am also looking forward to working with your Honorable, the President of the Senate, and His Honorable, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and my team here, and we will also have keep close contact and communication with your good offices here, and to work together and to advance.
And finally, into the news. The first batch of e-learning devices for primary school students is on island and will be distributed by February. Chief Education Officer Mrs. Angela Finlay says the technical team at the ministry will be configuring the devices to commence distribution in a few weeks. The Ministry of Education continues to embrace the new normal way of teaching and learning as it equips both teachers and students with devices to make online and remote learning a reality. The ministry completed distribution of devices to secondary school teachers and students in October 2020. Distribution of laptops to primary school teachers resumed on January 4th and will conclude next Friday.
We have been able to procure the first batch of tablets, and they are on island. Now, you did say immediately after the students will get, but it might not be immediately after because there is a rigorous process, a tiered process of getting those tablets ready. This week, the officers, the teams are looking at just examining those devices to ensure that they have arrived from the manufacturers, from the persons that they were contracted in the condition that is expected. So that's going on this week. Inspection of those devices. Then they will go into configuration of the devices with the IBM, and so they have the unique identifiers and everything all laid out. So that's happening thereafter. So realistically, we do not see tablets in the hands of students before sometime in February, if all things go as planned. But the teachers, every teacher at the primary and pre-primary level should have in their possession by Friday the 15th, a laptop.
The e-learning devices will be distributed to students from kindergarten to grade 6. And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Thursday, January 7th, 2021. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry-Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Thank you very much, Sherry-Ann, and the rest of the news team. Now for a look at the weather. The weather is expected to be generally fair and windy. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect. And that's your weather report for tonight. And for a look at who's with us, we'd like to say hello to Spice Girl, to Avril, to Noreen, to Rolanda, to Cynthia, to Shireen, to Atalia, Angel, I said Noreen already, Ezra, Javar, Cassie, Lintana, Raven, Raven, Robbie, Zaka, Cynthia, Kireen, Jane. Also, we have Rolanda, Teresa, Spice Girl, Richard, and Josephine, Charmaine, and Doris. Lisa, Yvonne, Charlene, and everyone tuned in. Eunice, I see that you're here with us as well. All right, so Yvonne and everyone else would like, I see Ilana, thanks for watching. Glenda, I see that you're there as well. And Della and Lisa, okay? So guys, take care of yourself and may you have a good one. Jennifer, hello to you as well, all right? Okay, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. No. Ah, this child. Okay, 1 second. So that's as far as we can take you for tonight. And may God bless you. And we shall see again tomorrow, God's willing. All right? We shall see. I'm sorry for that, guys. So blessings and yeah, tomorrow. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we all say, ja! No. Good night, everyone. And have a good one. We'll touch base again tomorrow, God's willing. Take care of yourselves. All right? And good night.